Sorry, guys, I ran over time. Um, okay, so what is the name of move number 13? Jill, what is the name of the move we're working on?
Or punches?
Four punches.
Four punches is a good attempt, but it's not correct. It is called. You're gonna laugh. It is called Green Dragon Emerges from the Water.
Oh, wow. That's so poetic.
It's very beautiful. Green dragon emerges from the water.
Hmm.
Right? Green dragon emerges from water.
It's beautiful.
It's a nice move. I like it. I like the green dragon. Okay, it starts with those four punches, but that's not everything that's going on in it, right? So let's review the four punches to make sure that we have them, and then we'll go on to the next bits and pieces. Let's just start with the four punches. Hold on just a second. Lean with back. All your weight's on the right. Relax. Go to the left. And then back to the right. 1, 2, 3. Point. 4. Relax. 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 1, 2, 3. Point. 4. Questions?
And oh,
Go ahead.
Jill, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I guess it was just the order of the weight shifting. Um, so we start on the right, shift left. Let's see.
You, I'll call Jill.
Mhm.
Jill,
Yeah.
I'll call the weights out.
Okay.
Call the weights out, okay? You do it with me.
Okay.
All right? Right. Even more right. Left. Right. Even more right. Left. Right. Left. And then right again. Left and then right. Left and then right. Left and then right. The last one, the weight shift is very dynamic. It's not like I'm going to the right, I'm going to the left. It's like left and then right. So it's a very whip-like kind of action.
Right. Yeah, because that was where the question came, is it's like, okay, I know I should end up on the right, but it felt odd. So
Well, it's Jill, you're putting your finger right on both the most difficult and the most fun part of this move is getting that kind of whip. And the whip is a whole body whip. Let me try to do it. I'll try to slow that part of it down and exaggerate it a little bit. All right. Right. Left. Right. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. It's not 100% left and then 100% right. It's like 60%, 70% left and then 100% right. It's a movement like this. All right? Left and then right. You don't have to go all the way left. I don't have to go all the way over here in order to do that. All I need to do is shift my weight a little bit, shift, shift back, shift, shift back, shift, shift back,
so it's
shift back. What's that?
yes, it's kind of like it's a wind up.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
All right.
This is from advanced Tai Chi. But every movement in Tai Chi is composed of something called yin and yang cycles. That's where this comes from, right? Yin and yang cycles is the simplest way to think about it is it's wind up and hit, just like a baseball player. Wind up and hit, right? That's exactly what's happening here. This little sequence is so simple, you can really see the wind up and hit, right? Wind up, hit, wind up, hit, wind up, hit, wind up, hit, right? How the fourth one, the fourth punch, is more difficult because it's not linear, it's circular, right? Now, here I'm going to show you what I mean. The first three punches are toward this gray guy here. Here, I'll put him out here so you can see the whole thing, right? So there, 1, 2, 3. In other words, it's just like this. They're linear, right? Boom, 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 boom. The fourth punch is not that same system. It's a completely different system. That this first sequence of 3 punches is very simple. is very simple and very common. Put your left foot forward, right? Hold your hands by your waist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And change your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Feet side by side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Could you get more simple than that? Very simple. The fourth punch is not that same system, right? Why is it not? Because how you're really throwing it is it's related, but it's more complex. I'll tell you what, watch my waist. Right? Now, in a certain way, it's related to this. Only now I'm standing out here and I'm doing it to the side. Right? But it feels different. It feels different for kind of two reasons. In a certain way, it's not different. It's a variation on a theme. So, if we were talking about Roman architecture, we could say, well, Roman architecture, there's a certain kind of architecture that uses straight lines and arches, and there's another architecture that's very closely related to that. It's actually based on the same system, but it doesn't look the same. That's kind of the way this is. It doesn't feel the same. If you look at this, the first three punches, what is going on? You're shifting your weight, you're turning your waist, and you're sinking in one qua and then the other qua. Jill, your language of wind up and hit. Wind up, hit. On the other side, on the left side, wind up, hit. So I'm hitting with the left side, but I'm winding up with the right side. Now I'm going to hit with the right side and wind up with the left side. So the two parts of my body are complementary. One side is yang, but the other side is yin. Right? Watch. That's yang. But what about this side over here? That's yin. Now it's the other side. This is the beauty of Tai Chi. Nothing is wasted. Nothing has got a zero on it, right? It's either yang or it's yin. One side winds up while the other side hits. Now, it's not always left and right. Right now it's left and right because sometimes it's upper body, lower body. But sometimes it's inner body, outer body. Actually, the truth is it's always all three at once. But that's what's going on. Right? Watch. Right? This is yin. This side is yin. This is yang. Right side yin. Right side yin. Now the right side becomes yang. While the right side becomes yang, the left side becomes yin. What do you mean it's yin? It's winding up. Sometimes when you're going to do something and you need to wind up, right? Well, the whole body winds up. But there's Master Feng used to say, if I don't show you, you won't see it. He would wind up, you wouldn't even see it. And as soon as you touched him, he would unwind. He would unwind on you, and it was like getting caught in a tornado. And you go, how the hell did he do that? It's because he knew how to wind up without hardly, unless you were very sophisticated, you wouldn't even see him wind up. It just looked like he was standing there. All right? So,
let's say that's complete mastery of the energy body.
that's the idea.
Yeah.
That's what he meant by when he would say, if I don't show you, you won't see it. So I have to slow everything down and exaggerate everything so you can see it, right? Yin, yang. Now we shift. Now the right side, yin. Now yang. This side now is yin. Now it's yang. Now this side is yin. Now it's yang. Now this side is yin. Now it's yang. Now this side is yin. Now it's yang. Right? It's very simple. It just goes back and forth and back and forth, just like the way you breathe. Right? So the first three punches are in essence straight ahead. 1, 2, 3. All right? The third punch is off at 45 degrees. And what activates it is the same thing as the other punches, but it's a variation on the theme. What causes the punch to happen is the waist. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4. But the movements are relatively minor. Watch the X. Now watch the X. Hopefully you can see it's a much bigger movement.
Yeah, so the last punch is where power. I mean, it's more powerful in a way. I mean, the way you move is not at all the same.
Yes. Well,
your X really moved from one side to the other in the last one.
It's much stronger. I agree. That's really what it is. It's the 4 punches are actually all the same. But the 4th punch is much bigger, much stronger, and so there's much more of a snap of the waist. Right? Point. When you point, you're winding the waist up. And then you snap it back. Wind up, snap. Wind up, snap. And that's what throws the punch, is the waist snap. Snap. Catherine,
Mm.
it takes a while to get this. And by a
Oh,
while, I mean a year or two. Um,
I'm not impatient.
what, Catherine, what you're doing is you're putting your mind in your fist.
Mm-hmm.
It's an understandable thing, of course. You're hitting with your fist, so you put your mind out there. But that's not where you put it when you do this. When you do it correctly, you put your mind in your waist. All right?
Yeah, because the power comes from your waist. Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, think of your body as a big ball. And that's where your mind is in that big ball. So then you can move your mind around within that ball to accomplish certain things. All right? The question is, where in the ball is your mind when you want to do X, Y, or Z? That's the art of Qigong, of controlling your energy body, right? You can do this movement with, if you didn't have a left arm, you could still do this movement. But it helps to have a left arm. And when you have the left arm, watch the elbow, right?
So the two arms actually are doing kind of a not a circle, but they both turn like you exactly like your waist.
Yes.
Yeah, I know it seems like obvious, but it's the first time I see it.
No,
Really.
that's a really important step forward.
Mm. Yeah.
Nobody gets this right off the bat. Everybody goes through a learning process. So you're going through that learning process. It's a lot of fun, right? The punch is backward and forward because when you use your waist, why not punch with both hands? Or in this case, a hand and a elbow. What's the difference?
One is using yang energy and one is using yin energy, isn't it? Or is it
Yeah.
not? It's, yeah.
Yin energy is not just used for winding up. So Annie's not here, but suppose someone's running at you, you know, like a monster in a movie, and they're gonna choke you. One way to deal with it is as they come at you, you step toward them. You step toward them so then you can go backward. You step toward them and you come up under their arms. And you use your not your fingers, but your wrists. They're coming at you, come right under their arms. Now watch. You pull them in. That's what they want to do. So help them do what they want to do. They want to come at you. Okay, come on. When someone does that, and I could, if we were together and we could do some push hands, I could prove this to you because I would have you be the monster and come at me, and I would pull you in, and I guarantee you that what you would do is start to move backward. Why? Well, because in essence, we're all little kids. And little kids want to do what they want to do. They don't want to do what mommy tells them to do, right? Or what daddy tells them to do. So when I go like this, I'm telling you, come in. And you're going to do just the opposite. Now, that doesn't mean you're coming in. It doesn't mean you're suddenly going to go back like that. Your physical body may only, the change in the physical body may just be a hesitation. But what happens in the energy body is when it's coming in, it's yang, the energy's coming out, right? Suddenly it will change to being yin and coming back in. So even though the physical body is still kind of flowing forward, the energy body begins to flow backward. And when you practice Tai Chi enough, one of the things you practice is to hear the other person's energy flow. Where's their energy? Is it going out? Is it coming in? And they're coming in as soon as you feel them inside start to change from coming back to going forward. That's when you counterattack. First, they're coming at you. Okay, I'll help you come in. Then they'll suddenly change and they'll start going backwards. Okay, I'll help you go backward. Boom. That's Tai Chi as a martial art right there. It's very simple. It's it's very subtle. It's very tricky. In China, they call Tai Chi the smart person's martial art. You've got to be you. It's not about muscles. It's about perception. Can you perceive whether somebody's energy is yang coming out at you, or yin going back in, or just neutral with their physical bodies not moving? What's my energy doing right now? Is it going out or coming in? All right, now, what's it doing? What's it doing right now?
We can't say because it's a Zoom. We
Yin.
can't feel it.
I would say the second answer is yin.
You're right. The second one was yin. The first one was yang. All right. And then I was going to do neutral, but Catherine interrupted with her joke. All right. It takes some perception, but the kind of perception it takes is very similar to what a really good masseuse does. Someone, there are lots of people who do massage, but a really good masseuse is maybe 1 out of 1,000, where they literally can feel your energy body.
I got one.
There are people like that out there.
Yeah. No, I have a really good masseuse who feels into.
Very, very similar to this. The same thing happens with doctors, particularly traditional Chinese medical doctors. There are 999 of them that are, but there's 1 out of 1,000 that's magical, because they literally can read something about you that's not obvious, right? Okay, so this first, right? 1, 2, 3.4. you could think of the point as a punch too. It's just a punch with a finger. And you think, well, what good would a punch with a finger do? Right? Well, suppose I punch you in the eye. Suppose I use my finger and I punch you in the middle of the throat. Right?
Or you're the master of the 1-inch punch.
The 1-inch punch at the end of move number 6, white crane. Watch. That's the 1-inch punch. Watch this down here. The whole body is spiraling. Can you see it?
Yes.
You spiral the body. Spiral. I don't think I can do it, but it's like doing it's like doing only it's going up, right? Instead of sideways. And it's spiraling. Spiral. And then you throw that. I'm sure you guys have all seen really good ventriloquists. Really good ventriloquists. There are a lot of ventriloquists out there, but 1 out of 1,000 is really good. A really good ventriloquist can throw their voice. Right? So it sounds like the voice is coming out of that lamp, or it's coming out of that cabinet. It's like, how the hell do they do that? It's the same thing with the punch. You're throwing your energy. You're creating it with this spiral. But you throw it out like a package of energy. That's a 1-inch punch. And the 1-inch punch, you actually, this particular one, right? You start with your fingertips on the guy. Right? Starts with the fingertips and then moves to the heel of the hand. It's a handy thing to know. As the fingertips, it seems very light. You know, it's kind of tickling now. You're just barely touching. And the 1-inch, that's the 1-inch. Well, all right, let's do the whole rest of the move. Okay? Okay, that's the rest of the move. You got it?
Of course.
All right. I meant to go over that part today, but we'll have to do it next week. All right. All right, guys, that was fun. I hope you got something out of it.
I got
Yes.
a lot out of it.
Good. Good. All right, we'll practice up and we'll go on with that move next week.
Sounds
All
good.
right. Ciao.
So should I'm gonna start brushing up on the first 12 moves.
Yeah.
So, and
Okay.
try to clean out this room so I can actually do a form
That would be helpful.
appropriate. Yeah.
There are, if you go to the website is 99.5% done. I'm going to finish it this afternoon.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Several of the pieces of artwork that I had in there, the photographs and whatever, were just not showing up.
Mhm.
And there was a technical problem. I have figured out what it is. Now I just have to go back in one by one by one and correct them. But
Mhm.
I will do that this afternoon. So you can use the website right now. Go to the learning page. And the whole bottom of the learning page is a series of videos, including this form.
Okay.
So you can watch this form and help remind yourself of the first 12 moves.
Mhm.
Now,
You also have all the videos that
Yeah,
since
that was another
here.
question I have is how far, because I've never thrown out an email with all the links. But what I'm wondering is, do your videos expire?
videos of for
They're like
where?
old sessions.
Videos of the classes.
Yeah.
Oh, on the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I take them down.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yes. Well, you sort of have to. We would literally
Yeah,
have
I was
thousands of videos up otherwise.
right. Okay.
It's just too much.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, fortunately, I don't know if you remember, but I recorded you doing the 24. And so I have a couple of videos of,
Well, there you go. You've got the whole thing, right?
yeah.
Uh, Jill, have you got those posted somewhere, or do you just have the files?
I just have the files. I don't, but I mean, I can share.
That would be interesting. Do you have a YouTube channel?
No.
Okay. Do you have any place you can post the videos online? People can just watch them.
I wonder if that would work with Google.
Google does everything else.
Sure. Yeah,
It,
I have to clean up my Google account before
yeah,
it's
well,
almost gonna get shut
I
down.
know that. I know that problem.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could try
So
that.
I was thinking that I might actually like to use those files.
Yeah. Um, the trick to it, so there's two videos. One has the whole 24 form, but I was at the wrong angle. And then the second video does not include the first step form. I think it starts from the seventh. But
Seventh move.
mm,
The
Okay,
second.
guys.
The second.
Ciao.
yeah.
Okay. Well, eventually I'll have all that stuff online, but I just haven't gotten
Mhm.
around to it. So.
Yeah, but I'll figure out a way to share it with you, and then you can download it if you want it.
All right. That sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds good.
All right.
Okay, Kevin, give me a few minutes before we start the other class.
Hi, Kevin. Kevin.